Hi guys, Durka here, and welcome back to another video. A long overdue video. I have not done a video for maybe 6 to 8 months. So yeah, it's good to see you all. I've been concentrating a lot on my Twitch channel. A lot of you I know follow me on Twitch, and I recently got a partnership through Twitch. So that was absolutely amazing and great, and I've had a lot of support. I've been overwhelmed by all the love and all the support from my Twitch channel. But saying that, YouTube hasn't had any love, and I want to change that this year. I built up my YouTube channel fairly quickly, and then I've just left it. That was due to me leaving London. I moved out of London. I moved into the country. I didn't have internet for a number of months, and then, as I just said, I was trying to build my Twitch channel. So we are, we are going to do a lot more YouTube channel, a lot more YouTube videos even this year. Concentrate a little bit more. And the first plane I am going to show you or fly is the new TFDI Design 717. Well, it got launched just before Christmas. It was around about the 23rd of December. I was lucky enough to get early access. I got it about a week and a half before everyone else, and I streamed quite a lot of it before it went on general sale. And since then, I'm still loving this plane. I'm having a great time with this plane. A lot of you know I don't really like doing long haul. I like doing sort of the 1 hour to maybe 2 hours flights. It's very rare I do something over 3 hours, 4 hours. Very rare. The odd occasion I will do that. So this little plane, this little Boeing 717. Is perfect for me for those short little hops around Europe and Australia, New Zealand, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm going to do this in 2 parts, but the last part I know is going to be fairly long because it's going to be me setting up the plane, flying. Yeah, so I'm going to actually split that into 2 videos. So it'll be 2 parts. Just giving you an introduction to the video or to the plane, and then the second part will be flying, setting up the FMC, doing a cold and dark start. But I will split it in two because it will be quite a big video for YouTube. So let me while we're in the outside view, let me just show you the texturing and that, and again, as I said earlier, absolutely loving this plane. I think the TFDI design guys have done a great job. Reading on the forums, I know excuse me, I know a lot of people are having problems with this plane. A lot of people are getting crashes. It's laggy for people. It's just giving loads of people trouble. I've had, I think, 1 crash to desktop since I've been using it, and I've been flying it quite a lot. So I'm not too sure if people are just not running the right settings or what's actually going on, but I'm not having any issue at all. Yes, don't get me wrong, it still needs work. Before anyone starts saying I'm a fanboy. I am a fanboy. I'm a big fanboy of this plane, but you know what I mean. I'm really liking it. As you can see, the texturing and the modeling is great. They've really gone into a lot of detail if we sort of just look around the plane. And going back to what I just said about bugs, yes, there is bugs. They are fixing and changing and sorting things out. I know I'm having one issue with mapping sort of shortcuts to my FSUI PC. For example, I like having a shortcut where I can disconnect the auto throttle and disconnect things like that through FSDreamTeam, and I can't quite do that. If anyone's got a workaround, or if anyone can tell me how they're doing things, I know you can do things like F1 and F2, etc. But I've tried to map F1 or F2 to FSDreamTeam, and I'm not really having a fun time with that. So so maybe if someone has got that working, they can let me know. So yeah, so there's the us side, the model and the texturing. It's great, it's really good. And the TFDI guys have linked up with TSS Sounds. You know those guys who do the extra sound packs. You can buy the extra sound pack. So this is already has the TSS sound pack included. The next thing I want to show you quickly before I show you inside is the add-on manager. So this just sits on your desktop. I'm not going to talk too much about this because it is pretty straightforward, and it's how you guys want to basically set this up. But the first one is fuel and payload. Again, pretty straightforward. You can change your cargo, your passengers, your fueling, etc., etc. Or what you can do is you can just type in 700 nautical miles, and then it calculates the suggested fuel, and you can just click use calculated fuel, and then that would change it accordingly. Yeah, and then once you've got all that, you just click send payload to sim, and then have a look there. That's 49% there. If we click send fuel to sim, you see it jumps up to 73. Okay, so pretty straightforward there. Aircraft sharing. This has got a built-in shared cockpit. I've tried this once. It worked, but then we kept on getting disconnected. I don't have the best internet where I live now, so maybe it could have been my internet. But I have heard from other people that the shared cockpit is still a little buggy. But I haven't tried it yet, and I do want to try it very soon. So that's pretty much straightforward. The shared cockpit, and then the installation. It just shows you where it's been installed to. Not sure why. Oh, I do know why, because I am running the Steam edition. Not sure why it's picking up version 2, but never mind. So those are those three tabs. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Then you go to customize. The default state is basically this allows you to save your state of the plane in different type of liveries, or all your liveries. So if you want, for example, cold and dark in your Qantas link, or if you want I don't know, the plane running but you haven't started the APU up, you can save it like that. If you want everything running, engines are running, you can save it like that. So that's basically what it's just saving it in different states. Yeah. Options. You got flight characteristics. You got two types of engine rating, and then there's hardware. Allow hardware rendering. It allows you to put more of the the performance, more of the onto your GPU, so it takes it away from your CPU, and I think it's mainly for FSX. I think P3D is already P3D, the P3D engine, and all the new tweaks they've done over the years already uses your GPU. So yeah, this is more sort of aimed for FSX and FSX Steam. Okay, that's that. And then systems, again, it's what you guys want to have. Imperial or metric, the primary flight display, navigation display, the map symbology. The ADI are used, realistic, short, instant. I like having mine in instant. And then the decision height call out, approach minimums or plus 100. So that's entirely up to you guys. And then just one thing, if there is an update what will happen, it will come through your add-on manager as well. You will you will get the update through this. So when you double click your little icon on your desktop, if there's an update, you will see that you'll see the update. You'll see that it's saying update 1 of 5 files, update 2 of 5 files, etc., etc. Okay, so that's the add-on manager. We can minimize that. Let's go inside the cockpit. Part 2 will be me actually setting up the plane, as I said earlier, but this is just the introduction. As you can see again, look at the displays. You can see you got like fingerprints on here. They have really gone down to the detail, and you can see the glass looks like there's like shadowing and fingerprints on the glass, which is great. The texturing around the glare shield is really good. Yeah, everything is done really well. Yeah, very impressed with this plane. Again, look at all the detail on the plane, just so you guys can get a good idea, yeah, on what's yeah, very, very good. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you was the different options to start setting up the plane. So you basically, you've got your iPad here, or I'm not going to, yeah, your tablet even. Let's not support you know who. So you've got your tablet here, and you basically just click on there, and you've got a number of options here, and I'll go through each option. The first, I'll actually go from right to left. Well, I'll do the right one first, and then I'll go back to exterior. So status, and I really like this. So you can either do a cold and dark, which we are in now, a ready to start, and a ready to fly. So the ready to start is, let's click on that. So everything is basically running. Your APU is running, as you can see. The only thing what you still need to do, and it's the same with ready to fly, is you have to obviously still do your FMC. You still got to do your flaps, which is almost, yeah, is a given, guys, yeah. So that is obviously what you still got to do. But if you want to get going and you don't want to do a cold and dark, whatever the case may be, yeah, you can just click ready to start, and then you pretty much do your FMC, set up the flaps, and then you can start the engines. The other option, ready to fly. So you'll see that will start, the engines will start spooling up. There we go. So obviously the APU is off, everything is ready to fly. Again, as I mentioned earlier, you got to set up your FMCs, you got to set up the flaps and everything else. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Alright, let's go back to or just go back to ready to start. No, let's go back to cold and dark. Let's go back to cold and dark. So that was the status. I will talk more about the load statistics in part 2. So we won't talk about that right now. So let's go to exterior. So again, you put the ground power unit on. That's obviously what you will do to get some power to the. If we put the battery on, you can see there. You see there, we've got we get ground power now. Okay. So yeah, so that's what you would do, and then you can open all the different doors, the galley door, the main door, the cargo doors. The only thing not working is the cones and the wheel chocks. Yeah, they haven't implemented those yet, as far as I know. I don't think they have, no. Yeah, so you can see we got doors open, everything's open there. We've got the cargo. Where was the cargo? Sorry. There's the cargo there, yeah. And we've got air at the back. So yeah, so the only thing is not working. Okay, so that's the exterior. Excuse me. And then the crew This is the shared cockpit. So remember I showed you on the what was it? Sorry, the add-on manager, the shared cockpit. So once you've got all this filled in, you will then see this will give you an indication, the name, so the pilot flying and the pilot not flying, and then it will say connected. So if you know you connected properly, it will you will get informed. Yeah. So again, pretty straightforward, and you can do an observe as well. So same with the Q400, the Majestic Q400. If you want to learn this plane, but you're a bit whatever it may be, but scared to sort of fly it on your own, you can go into become an observer as well. So for example, I could be flying, someone else could be flying, and then I could have a third person who can observe and see what you do, how you turn things on, how you do these. So that's a good way to learn the plane as well. And then the last thing is documents. Basically, this documents folder sits in your TFDI. It's one of your documents within P3D. So I think it's either P3D. Sorry, I should have actually checked this, but it's either P3D Sim Objects, TFDI Design, and then there's the documents folder there, or it sits in the root of your P3D folder, so it'll be P3D, TFDI Design, and then Documents. So basically what you can do, anything you add into that Documents folder will show on your on this display, and you can only put PNG files, JPEG and GIF. You can't put any PDF or anything like that. So if you for example, I've got loads of Navigraph charts, but they're all in PDF. If I convert those to PNG files, I can move all my charts into this documents folder, and then they'll appear here. So the one we have there is the checklist. The only thing I don't like about this, as you can see, but I guess there's no real other way of getting around it, is you can see it's quite blurred, and to obviously get it into a good reading order, is you got to basically plus and minus, and then you've got to go up, down. So you can see it's a little bit of a faff. I think the best thing to do is actually just print this off. That's what I do. I print all my my checklists and my flow charts, and then it's there for you. But if you don't mind doing that, you can say just scroll where you want to see. So there's the pre-flight, and then there we go. So it's not too bad. To me, it's just a bit of a faff. But so that's readable there. So oxygen mask, cargo smoke, takeoff warning, fire warning, blah blah blah. Okay, so that's that. And then we went through the status as well. So there you go, guys. That's it. That's a little introduction to the TFDI Design 717. That is part one of all the different things you can do before you get actually started with your flight. As I said, part two will be after this, but it will actually be split in two though, because of I'm sure it's going to be very big. It will be a very big file, so it will be better for me to split it up. Okay, so thank you for watching part one. Thank you for all the support as always. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, please share it. If you've got any comments, if I've made any mistakes, or if you can suggest something, hopefully the sounds are good as well. I know some of you in the past on my videos have had a few issues with my sound and my voice, etc. Please give me the feedback. The more feedback I have, the better I can improve these videos. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you soon for part two. Cheers, bye bye.